Hello and welcome to the second episode of Zord Review. Last time we had Megazord and, well, the installments he's available in toy form. I talked about it, showed it off, transformed them tank mode. Similar today, we have Dragonzord, my all-time favorite Zord ever. I like this guy a lot. I like when it comes to Megazords, I have some other stuff I like a lot as well. But Zord in a whole is, I think Dragonzord is my all-time favorite. I like the style and everything. I said it last time, reminds me a lot of Godzilla. I liked that before I knew Power Rangers, and because both is from Japan, it's obvious where that comes from, because I guess it's inspired design-wise. So, enough blabbing for that. A little, show off of this guy today. Here's some extras. I will talk about everything in a minute. Give him a spin. No, not lighting. Spin, I said. This is, of course, the 90s toy. He's from 1991, and so that thing's old. It's my toy since I had it first from my childhood. I was 9 or 10 years old, so I'm old as well. You can do the math how old I am now. We have 2022, so this guy is 30 years plus. He came with this, the Green Ranger. They came in one box, but he didn't came with a gun. Goddamn, he came with a gun, other way around, with a blade blaster instead of the Dragon Dagger, for whatever reason. I don't know, it's Bandai America in that time. It's the 90s, so no questions asked. The shield, I painted myself when I was 14. The gold chipped off, so I wanted this clean and nice, and the pegs in between broke, so I taped it. It's still this way. Years back, the gold looks nice and everything, kind of. I guess I will redo that at some point, fix it with glue or so. Take the I mean, he's mostly in storage because I'm not a big fan of these 8-inch figures. Foot is a bit yellowed here. I don't know if the cam picks it up, but yeah. So he came with that. And also, it came with this. This is for the transformation of, when he's in... Oh, God damn it, what's it called? The show is not clear about it. Sometimes it's Mega Dragonzord, sometimes it's Dragonzord in battle mode. The show wasn't very clear about that. Same goes for Legacy. It has a similar deal, but this thing is kind of a bit ugh. But a bit of I don't know why. Because if you can look closer here, the one side is shorter than the other, and it's falling over. It's not staying for whatever reason. And the Legacy part of this is heavy. It's metal. So the Legacy part has a built-in mechanism to get it hold in hand, so it stands if it Zord combination has it combined. But this one you need an extra part for it. I forgot to took that out. I have a replica from Ranger's Forge from a tanker, because mine got lost in my childhood. I lost 2 parts, but basically 3, because 2 parts of the 3 parts are the same. I mentioned it last time for the Ultrazord or Titanus combination, where Titanus pulls the sled, the tank is with a sled, and those parts got missing when my parents were renovating. Same goes for this little handle part. I will put a picture in there that you know what I'm talking about. And that thing you can get still used on eBay, but it's mostly 50 or more, and most of the sellers say, okay, here's the $50 for that plus 50, 60, whatever shipping. So it's crazy. You can get an entire Megazord for that, even a new one. So he had enough rounds for now. Rounds, not lighting. This one, sorry, mixed up. I have another one. This is from, I don't know where is it from. It's I guess what was Micro Machines, I guess. It's a Micro Machines. I have to at the microphone. I'll always get that in post. It's I'm here, I'm talking, and I'm way too quiet. This is Micro Machines Dragonzord. Very small one, and this one is from Funko. It's Hero World Dragonzord. really neat. It's just like a statue. It's not transformable or anything. I don't really know if there are other versions of Dragonzord out there besides the Soul of Chogokin version, maybe the really fancy Japan one. I guess Hasbro has a Zap Megazord equivalent to, comparison of the Zap Dragonzord planned. It's rumored that it's coming this year, like in late fall, like in August, something around that. But it's a rumor, so don't know. We'll see. And I know there's God, what was it in English? It's made out of wood. It's like a puzzle, like a 3D puzzle. You can put parts out, paint it, and put it together. I had that, but it fell off the shelf and broke in pieces. It shattered, so sadly. And that's not available anymore. It was not that expensive. It was like 12 euros for me. Like would be like $8 to $10, I guess. Yeah, so let's see. We have those two guys. I will show you the two transformations those guys make. And we can compare. But before we do that, this body goes aside. Wait, I have way too less room for this, basically. Let's get Megazord down. Boop. Because Legacy. And man, I can tell you, I love the Legacy. I love the 90s, but this one is way more fancy. It's a bit dusty, you have to clean him. But he's black part-wise, so he's getting dusty quick and easy. I hope he doesn't kick anything over. Let's get this aside. Here. Give him a spin. If it were like on its own, I said that in the Megazord video, Legacy Dragonzord is almost perfect. Stylized, it looks awesome. Paint, it's not. This one is stickers. This has 90s stickers from these lightning bolts and everything, which is not correct. You can see when he returns here, rotates. You can see he's aggressive. You can see the difference here. Lightning bolt, here's the correct paint job on it. This one has sounds and lights, but this one doesn't. But I don't mind. It's just like beep beep and a bit flashing. That's not the big deal, losing that. But yeah, this tail sounds weird, but this compared to this, the articulation and everything, this is like totally different. This is, I don't know, that this is like on the show. And he's heavy. He's really heavy. Not so chromy, but that's fine. I like this look more. I really sad to say I prefer this over this, because this is like the way I always as a kid wanted a toy. This was nice, and as a kid you have a different look on it, but this is like... There's the Soul of Chogokin version of Dragonzord, I said that, but sad to say, I seen it and I'm like, I kind of want that. I was hyped, and then I seen a review of it and I'm like, no thank you, because the Soul of Chogokin is more looking like this one. That's not a bad thing, but it has more chromy things like this compared to this one. The chrome feet and everything has metal, but the tail is similar to this guy on the Soul of Chogokin, but it has issues. It always breaks apart easy with you just like touching it. It's like not quality wise so good. And the looks of the face from Dragonzord is in the Soul of Chogokin. It's weird. If I could get it for a good price, like not expensive as hell, like around, we're talking $150 to $200-ish, I would take it. I would say, okay, fine, I'm willing to pay that. I guess if it would look, I could get that. So, sort of, like with Megazord, there are like black and gold versions out there. I guess there are customs. ShadowWiz makes those. I don't know if there's like 90s OG Bandai black and gold of Dragonzord, but there's a legacy black and gold version out there. But I'm not too fussed about those. I know that they're there, but I don't really need those. God damn it! Every time I'm recording, my nose is like itching. I don't know what that is. So, oh god, red nose in the cam looks weird. Sorry for that. So enough rambling about history and such, I guess. We are combining those in a certain way that you can take a look and compare the two modes, because Dragonzord and Megazord combines and has two different modes. As I said, show's not really clear. It has a Mega Dragonzord formation that's called that way, and it has a combination which is just called Dragonzord in battle mode, but in the show they mix that up in between. I don't know why. So the first thing we do is we pull this off. I have to be careful, don't ruin my fancy toy, because this guy is expensive now, really expensive. If you want to get a Dragonzord, I would say get this one. If it's too expensive and you can get this one cheaper and you like the toy, get this one. They're both fine, but I would prefer Legacy over 90s, sorry to say. This one is a part of the weapon when it's just... So you just pull it in and good. You just do it like this, and I need Megazord for that. I will do a certain combination with the Legacy version, because if I would do, I call this Dragonzord in battle mode formation to make that clear. The Mega Dragonzord formation is the second one, which just gets plugged into Ultrazord and good. If I do this with this one, I need support for this here, and it will knock over. So I will do that with the 90s one. We take off the shield and take off the sword. The sword of this one, it's chromy and nice, but it's a bit snug fit, so you have to be careful that the chrome doesn't chip if you take it on and off of the hands of Megazord, for example. And this combination is not so different from Megazord in its whole. You basically, sorry, words. Language is complicated. Especially if you're normally talking German. My English is pretty good, as you might realize, but sometimes it's just like whoop, mixed up in the head, and I have a hard time to not talk German instead of English in this video. This goes off. Kimberly sword gets aside. We don't need that. Then you get those. You get the arms off. Pull the tail down here, and you. God damn it! Stuck. Didn't done this in a while, so the toys stick with this then. Okay. This off. This is the same transformation as you would do with the 90s one. They're similar to that. So, and then you pull those out. You have a T-Rex then, which looks like weird because of the head, but I put him aside. We don't need him at the moment. So be careful. Because of the microphone, it makes a lot of rambling in post. I realized that. So now I have to check if the legs are correct. I always have my issues with which is which. So, Dragonzord, if the tail's off, you just split them into parts, and you take this part out. This is for the weapon. Dragonzord comes with two pairs of hands. These are the hands which are not folding in. The 90s one comes with, not with removable parts, so I just will take them off for now for the transformation. He comes with an extra pair straight hands. These are a bit angled, as you can see. So I just you could, with the straight hands, you just could fold this in. I show that with the 90s in a second, or in a bit better said. Second is so. Then the middle part just goes off on the sides and fold them, that it's combining like this. Forms like a giant dragon symbol, like the power coin from the Green Ranger. Here comes the tricky part with the Legacy one. You have to take the flaps open here. There's silver flappies here, and you have to, come on, yeah, they go, the black part goes up. You have to pull them in and they snap in place. I now and then have that issue as well. Most people have the issue that they don't stay that way. This is like a small manufacturing bug, or what do you want to call it. You go like this, and then you have the Zord builder ports, and yeah, that's what I'm talking about. It folds down again. It doesn't really snap in there. It's I don't know. It's just if it clips in, it doesn't really click in there. It should stay. If you put him in like this mode, if you come on. I don't like the Zord builder. I said that more than once, but yeah. If you do it like this, he stays like this, but it's if you do it in transformation, you're unlucky because of physics. It stays like this, but it needs to like normally snap in there. This one's easier with that because he has it grabs and good. And the easiest part is now where I ever left it. Here's the arms because that's just on the back like with Megazord, and then left and right and good. So this is Dragonzord in battle mode basically. And you go like here. And this is easy as well. The legacy one just pulls out a bit, and this one goes on top here and snaps in place, and this one goes below. It has some pegs, and the back here has a flap to open where you can get a little piece out to actually give him this in hand. It holds in its. If you don't give him it in hand, it, as I said, it's weird with the feet. I don't know why they shortened those out. It doesn't stay. Normally it should be like staying like this. This is a weapon. It's impressive looking, and I think on the show it's shorter. I'm not sure, but yeah. But I wouldn't recommend if you're. It's not so heavy, but I would recommend giving him that, hold him it really tight if you really want to pose him like this. And I just pull that aside. So just for the sake of showing it quickly, same deal with this one. Pull this out. Then split them into pieces, middle section out, and snap together. Those go in, as I said, and then you basically the same as here. Those flaps go up as well, and because of the ratchets, it stays like that. But it has a lightning bolt, as you can see. This is not show accurate. I will switch that with BD15 stickers in the future. So, but we don't need you like this, my guy. Well, not 100% at least. When I'm blabbing here, look, the guy is like, if you're not careful, and he's like, if you move him, he would be like being bully on you. You don't need shield and sword as well. They go off. So this one's easier, the combination, the Mega Dragonzord. Those go down. Those go back. And then, also, I'm not sure if you watch the show, and some fans disagree on this. In some modes, the battle formation, like this one, those rockets get off, or some leave them on. I leave them on there. Somebody say they're not on there in those modes. They're just on Megazord. I don't care. I just leave them there. It's a point of like preference, I guess. So I also forgot. Sorry, this needs to be go down, the shield piece. So give me a second. That I can show that closer. I have to stay up for that. Or stand up, I make some room that I don't crash stuff. I forgot to show this. The faceplate goes down, and then you have this beauty. He has a different face in there. So that's for that mode. Stay, don't crash on me. Thank you. You're expensive and I love you a lot, my friend. So this one's is easier to transform. So set this down, that in the back is one split, and everything I did before. You straighten the legs out, flap this up, if you can see that when I have my hands. Flap this up and just do the rotation that this is up. Same for the other side. And this one is the same mode. So you could do the same with this one. So the same deal. But you have to be more careful because this isn't 100% meant to do this. This one, the legacy version of the Megazord is a replica, I said it last time, of a 90s, of a 2010 rebuilt version, which got diecast and everything, and it's not 100% good fit. I don't tend to do this mode with this guy because if you're unlucky, you break stuff. You can see those gray parts in here. They fold down like so. This one has black parts like this, but they are very fragile. If you're unlucky, they're like really good in there, and you have to be careful. If you overdo it, being too forceful, you can snap them off. Mine are good. As I said, I don't like to do that with this guy because I fear to break it. And if you put this just like that, put him on, and that's basically the formation. I have to rewatch the show. I didn't watch Mighty Morphin in a while. I hope you don't. Why you being bully on me? This one? Nope. Come on. Whatever. Let's take that aside and make some room. Just some more seconds of rambling and showing this guy. I don't know if, as I said, I have to rewatch the show. As a kid, I did something like, I don't know if it was that. Took this one, this part, the tail, and put it in here. On the other side, I put this. This is possible, just to put it on there if you want to. I don't know if it's accurate. I didn't see Mighty Morphin in ages. Well, at least where they use these combinations. I watched it now and then, but mostly like stuff with like Green with Evil or so, where this combination is not. Or like Mighty Morphin Season 2 with White Ranger, like some episodes now and there. And I just don't have the time because I do videos myself. I watch YouTube. There's so much stuff out there. New seasons, Power Rangers, which I have to watch. Like Dino Fury, the new season. The first part is out, Season 2. And I still didn't catch up. And yeah, it's like, oh, also put this up like this. And actually it's like, I don't have the time to rewatch all those stuff. I now and then, if I feel like a bit retro-y, I do that. So give it like a quick this. Oop. Really quick. Come on, don't be an ass to me. Thank you. Just switch that up a bit and give this guy a spin that you have an impression what I'm talking about. And it just depends on what you like, what you put on the shelf. I said this is fine with this. It's not 100% the way it's supposed to be because of this. This is like an idea, and they mash it together. I guess they could engineer that better. The Megazord is, I guess, the main problem here. But I hear my turntable rubbling at me because he's so heavy. I don't know if the cam picks that up, but yeah, he's heavy. And as I said, I wouldn't. This way on the shelf would be fine, but in this mode I don't, because of this Zord in this combination, it would snap because of like heavy instability issues. Like here, there are parts they're kind of like small parts people make on eBay or whatever. On Etsy or so, or like if you have Titanus, it came with small parts you can plug in here so it doesn't crash. So yeah, But I rambled enough. I hope to get this video out shorter, but it's so much to show, and I know that most people don't have the span, but I don't care. Sorry. If somebody dares to watch and watches it in full, I'm really happy and thankful that you stayed till this long. But I know most people have like the span of like 5 minutes and like, oh, I don't know. I enjoy watching YouTube videos like this, or like little gameplay content in full. I'm old, I have the span for that. But I know at least younger people, like my daughter, she watches stuff like 3 minutes and then she's like passing out and doing something else. Like literally not passing out, but she's like, oh, I do something else, because she's like 11 almost, and she doesn't have the span to actually watch longer stuff. I don't know what it is. I sound like a real old guy, but yeah. Anyway, enough blabbing. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed what you've seen. If that's the case, we will see us in the next video, which will be maybe a bit shorter. I hope at least. I try to cut it down to put it with information as much as I can, but don't overdo it time-wise. And we will have Ultra Zord and Titanus, of course, in that one. So, thanks for watching. Hit the bell, sub if you don't have already. It's free, helps me out a lot, and you get you get recommendations and stuff in your inbox when new content is coming out. So, stay safe. Till next time.